Well, greetings to my African family around the world, in the continent of Africa, in Niger, in the countries that's neighboring you. We greet you, and also the dear family in the diaspora around the world, in Europe, in the Americans, North America, South America, uh, and around the world, even Australia. We greet you there. It's time for us to stand together. We see that Nigeria is breaking away from the European powers, and that's good news. That's breaking news, breaking away from the European powers. Now, Nigeria was uh, got a so-called fake independence in 1960, but France had colonized them many years before that, and they continued to do so after they received that fake independence. And it's been about 63 years now, and I think they're doing the right thing. Anyone would like to be free from oppression. If you've never been oppressed before, if you have never tasted oppression before, then you simply don't understand what we're talking about here. The issue here is not democracy. The issue here is freedom. The issue here is people are being tired of being oppressed, being mistreated by a certain power that's operating on this planet. So we need to stand for justice. We need to stand for if your country is established on justice, you need to stand for justice. It's not right. You need to take. Why is not too many people looking around in these countries, European countries? Look around, and even some African countries. Nigeria. Look around and just take a moment. The president of Nigeria, just take a moment and observe what France have been doing to Nigeria, to Niger. Just take around and look. Is this about democracy? Is this about being mistreated? This is about being mistreated. This is not about democracy. The peoples in Nigeria does not vote for a president, a leader, to give their resources away to France. You need to take love begin at home. You need to take care of home. Use your resources at home, and if you have enough to give to someone else, make sure that those things goes on a market at a just price, at a fair price. No country has the right to come into another country and exploit them and take their resources, taking advantage of them. And those that are agreeing with that is in the wrong. You need to rethink what this is all about. So we're talking about treating the peoples of Nigeria with respect, with honor, and that's what they deserve. So this is not about democracy. The nations that coming in saying it's about democracy, especially some of the European nations, you got African peoples in your country that you're mistreating. I'm in the United States and been here for a while, and and this is supposed to be a democracy, but many days here, daily we're being mistreated in the U.S. So the U.S. need to take care of home first before it can go out trying to establish justice in other nations. Give your own people justice. Okay? So my dear brothers and sisters around the world, and especially Africa, don't allow an outside force to come into our communities to divide us. That's the first thing enemies does. They come in to your community and they look for a certain way to divide you. It may be on culture, anything like that. So we have to stand together. To go forward, we must stand together. Least we fall. So the family, we have to stand together. Don't let the so-called outside forces come in and point at things and say, well, this is the problem. No, we know what the problem is. The problem is that we have people that's trying to come into our communities, our nations, to exploit us as they have been doing for years. So we need to stand up, stand together, and don't let them plant those seeds to separate us. They will plant those seeds and say, this is the problem. This is how they, no, we know who's been mistreating us. We understand who's been mistreating us. Okay, so this is about freedom. This is about justice. This is about respect. France need to respect the African peoples, and the African peoples need to be speaking their own languages. They don't need to be forced to speak French. And France imposed their own language on the African peoples, and they have imposed many things on the African peoples. It's time for them to be free from that. Okay, if France want to come in there and uh, buy things at a just price, at a fair price, then that's the right thing to do. Not to come in and try to exploit people. Those days are over. This is a new day. This is a new era. This is a new time. And we must stand with our dear brothers and sisters over there in the African continent, because this is concerning us all. Not somebody says to me the other day, well, like talking to me like I don't need to be concerned about that. Well, I need to be concerned as long as someone is being unjustly treated by outside force. We all should be concerned about that. In Cambodia, we needed, I was young at the time, and when the war was going on in Vietnam and the Cambodia eras and the Asian continent over there, well, what in the world is the Europeans doing over there starting trouble? Okay, we need to be concerned about that. Wherever folks are starting trouble in those areas, we all need to be concerned as a people. We need to stand up as a people, not allow them to divide us. We got to stand together as a people. Well, my dear family, I love you. Got to go.